So exponential form of a complex number here. So these are the standard series here. The series expansion of the function e raised to x, sin x and cos x are given by e raised to x is the series 1 plus x upon 1 factorial plus x square divided by 2 factorial plus x cube upon the 3 factorial and so on here. And sine series is x minus x cube upon 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial minus x raised to 7 upon 7 factorial and so on here. And cos series here 1 minus x square divided by 2 factorial plus x raised to 4 upon 4 factorial minus x raised to 6 divided by 6 factorial. So these are the standard results here. You just replace x by I theta in the equation 1 here. Replacing x by I theta in the equation 1 here. Just replace here e raised to I theta here. E raised to I into theta is equal to 1 plus I theta divided by 1 factorial plus x square is there. So it is I square theta square divided by 2 factorial here. It is the 2 factorial then plus I cube into theta cube here divided by 3 factorial plus I raised to 4 theta raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial then plus here I raised to 5 theta raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial is a 5 factorial plus I raised to 6 theta raised to 6 divided by 6 factorial plus and so on here, continue like that here. Then this is equal to, write this one as it is here, plus I into theta is a theta divided by 1 factorial, so you can write here I into theta, I theta. And I square, I square value is a minus of 1 here, I square is a minus 1. Then I cube is a I square into I square is a minus in here, so minus 1 into I becomes a minus of I here. Then I raised to 4 here, I square raised to 2 minus 1 raised to 2 here, then it is a plus 1 here. And I raised to 5, so I raised to 4 into I raised to 4 value is 1 here into I, that is equal to I. Then I raised to 6 I square raised to 3 here, that is a minus 1 raised to 3 is equal to minus 1 and so on here. And also 2 factorial, 2 into 1 is equal to 2 here. Then 3 factorial, 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to 6. 4 factorial, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 here. So 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24 here. It is a 24. Then 5 factorial here, 5 factorial, or keep as it is here, no problem. Otherwise keep factorials as it is, no problem here. I square here, I square is a minus 1, so it is a minus of theta square divided by 2 factorial here. Then I cube is a minus of I, minus I theta cube divided by theta 3 factorial. I raised to 4 is 1 here, so 1 into theta raised to 4 is a theta raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial. I raised to 5 is a I, so I into theta raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial. I raised to 6 is a minus 1 here, minus of theta raised to 6 divided by 6 factorial and continue like this here. Next, write the real parts in one bracket imaginary part in another bracket. Here I take I common factor from imaginary part here. Therefore, here 1 is the real part. Minus theta square divided by 2 factorial is the real part here. And theta raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial is the real part. Minus of theta raised to 6 divided by 6 factorial, real part here, and continue like that here. Bracket complete. Then from remaining terms, I is the common factorial. So write I outside here. Then write this theta. Theta minus of theta cube divided by 3 factorial. Then plus theta raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial minus of continuous derivation. You just observe from second and third term. From second term, this is equal to what here? This is equal to cos of theta. This becomes a cos theta from equation 3. And this becomes a sin of theta. Therefore, from 2 and 3. Okay. So, from the series 2 and 3 e raised to I theta is equal to this series is the cos of theta plus I into and this series sin of theta. It is sin of theta. Therefore, e raised to I theta is equal to cos theta plus I into sin of theta. Okay, this is a Euler's form here. This is a Euler's form. Therefore, if r and theta be the modulus and amplitude of the complex number. Z is equal to x plus I into y. Then its a polar form is then its a polar form is z is equal to r into cos of theta plus I into sin of theta. Here z equal to x plus I y is the Cartesian form here, and this is it's a polar form here. Here r is the modulus and the theta is the amplitude here. And you know cos theta plus I into sin theta is e raised to I theta here. Therefore z is equal to r into e raised to I theta, which is the exponential form of the complex numbers. R into e raised to I theta. It is called a exponential form of a complex number. So logarithm of a complex number here. If z is equal to x plus I into y, then it's a polar form. It's a polar form is z is equal to r into bracket cos of theta plus I into sin of theta. Therefore, from the previous result here, cos theta plus I sin theta is e raised to I into theta. Therefore, z is equal to r into e raised to I theta, where r is equal to, it is the modulus of the complex number here, root of x square plus y square here, and amplitude theta is equal to tan inverse of y divided by x here. It is the amplitude of the complex number here. Taking a logarithm on both sides here, log of z to the base e is equal to log of r into e raised to I theta to the base en, taking logarithm on both sides to the base en. According to logarithm property, log r into e raised to I theta can be written as log of r to the base e plus log of e raised to I theta to the base en. And again using the logarithm as a logarithm property, log of r keep as it is here. Log r to the base e plus log e raised to I theta means I theta into log of e to the base en. It is a property of logarithm here. Log e raised to I theta to the base e is I theta into log of e to the base e. And you know log e to the base e is always 1 here. Log of r to the base e plus I into theta here, because log of e to the base e is always 1 here. R is this here and the theta is this one, so use here. So therefore this equal to log of root x square plus y square to the base e plus I into tan inverse of y divided by x here. Therefore even you can write like this also 1 by 2, because x square plus y square into 1 by 2 using again logarithm property. Log of 1 by 2 log of x square plus y square to the base e here plus I into tan inverse of y divided by x here. Therefore log of z here, that is this one, log of x plus I by. Therefore log of x plus I into y is always 1 by 2 log x square plus y square to the base c plus I into tan inverse of y divided by x here. Suppose the complex number is I here. Suppose z is equal to complex number is I. Then this I can be written as 0 plus I into 1 here. Then obviously this can be written as x plus I into y fair. X is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1 here. Then compare here, x value 0 and y value 1. Then obviously r is the root of x square plus y square. Therefore r is equal to root of 0 square plus 1 square here. Put x value 0 and y value 1 here, then it becomes 1. And here theta is equal to tan inverse of y value is 1 and x value is 0 here. So 1 by 0, that is the tan inverse of infinity here. Tan inverse of infinity. Then tan inverse of infinity value is pi by 2. So theta is equal to pi by 2. Therefore r value is 1 and theta is pi by 2. You can use this z here. You can use this one. Log of r plus I into theta. So take this one as equation number 1 here. So from 1 from equation 1 here, log of z here. So log of 1 here. So log 1 to the base e plus I into theta is that. Theta is pi by 2. So pi divided by 2 here. But z is I, therefore log of I. Log of I becomes I into pi divided by 2 here. Because log 1 is 0. Log of 1 to the base e is 0. It is a standard value here. Log 1 is always 0. Therefore this becomes 0. Remaining is I into pi by 2. Log of I, that is I here, complex number. Given complex number is I. Therefore log of I is I into pi divided by 2. Okay, also log of I raised to I. Log of I raised to I. Using the property of logarithm here, log of I into log I to the base es. I to the base e. I into log of I to the base e. And you know, log of I is I into pi by 2. So use yes. Therefore, this is equal to I into I pi by 2s. I into I becomes I square. I square pi divided by 2. And you know I square value is a minus 1 here. So it is a minus of pi divided by 2. Log of I raised to I. Therefore, log of I raised to I is a minus of pi by 10 and to the base here. Log of I raised to I to the base is a minus pi by 2. And using a definition of logarithm here, I raised to I means e raised to minus of pi by 2 also. So I raised to I, this I raised to I is equal to e raised to minus of pi by 2 here. So these are all important results here. Log I raised to I here. It is I raised to I. Log I raised to I to the base e is the minus pi by 2. You can write this one in this form also. I raised to I is equal to e raised to minus pi divided by 2. Okay. Okay, further you know, log of pi value is I into pi by 10. Therefore, log of log I is equal to log of I into pi divided by 10. Using this taking a logarithm on both sides. Log I is equal to log of I pi by 2 and using a property of logarithm here. So log of I to the base e plus log of pi by 2 to the base e. Log I to the base e plus log of pi by 2 to the base e. But again you know log of I is I pi by 2. Log of I is pi by 2. Therefore I into pi divided by 2 plus log of pi divided by 2 plus e. Hence log of log I to the base e is equal to I into pi by 2 plus log of pi by 2. This is a real part and this is an imaginary part here. Therefore, these results are important. This one, these two, and this one here. These are important for competitive examination here.